Rakataya How, Rakataya How Shah, Rakataya How, Rakataya How Shah. All praises to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shah, Bahashem, Rakakadash. Now, I want to make a quick lesson about the heavens. And you have these Christianity people that uh, take the word out of its context or out of its true understanding. Now, when you go into mid English, or the mid English, it was the word meant the sky. When you go into the etymology of the word, it'll teach you that the word meant sky. You see, and so they transformed the word to mean in the presence, not the presence of God, but in the heavens of heavens. See, it's a heavens, then it's the heavens of heavens. So let me get those precepts. Deuteronomy 10 and 14. That's one I want to get. It says, behold, the heaven and the heaven of heavens is the Lord's thy God, the earth also with all that therein is. So so the heavens of heavens, it told you three heavens. It say the heaven and the heaven of heavens. So this is where God dwell at. It's one verse, thinking Psalm that talks about the Most High rides. He ride on the heavens of heavens. And so when Christianity come with this heavens thing, they don't understand what the word is talking about. Let's see here if I can find it real quick. It's Psalm 68 and 33. To him that rideth upon the heavens of heavens, which were of old, lo, he do send out his voice, and that a mighty voice. So the Most High is in the heavens of heavens. He's not in the heavens, meaning just the sky. See, he's way beyond the sky, but it's in the same kind of a sense. You have to get to the sky first to get to the heavens of heaven. So, these individuals be simple-minded and they just go with the sky. Because let's get Isaiah 34 to give it a quick and easy understanding. Isaiah 34 and 4. And see, this is what precept upon precept means, to get other precepts that can clear up the understanding. Now, Isaiah 34 and 4 say, and all the host of heaven shall be dissolved, and the heavens shall be rolled together as a scroll. Now, we know that you cannot roll heaven together in a scroll, like a scroll. It's impossible. You can't do it. But what it's saying is, it seemed like the sky was rolled together. The sky had the smoke rolled together. And so let's get into the other part of the situation. not only is it means not always, it don't always mean where God is. It can also mean kingdom or rulership. Now let me get a precept for that. Let's see here. Matthew Matthew 11 verse 23. Salakia. It says, and thou, Capernaum, which are exalted unto heaven, shall be brought down to hell. So he's saying this city that is exalted unto heaven shall be brought down to hell. And see that heaven is being used as pretty much the opposite of hell, but it's not the literal heaven. A city cannot go to heaven, but it's saying it's so exalted, it's high and mighty. It's got prideful, and it's not really what it is or what it's claiming to be. And when you're talking about high or exalted, that goes back to rulership. The king sits on high. That's why they call him Your Highness. And so, Your Highness is comparable of kingship, rulership, or dominion. And all of that go along with heaven, to be exalted, to be high. And so heaven can be synonymous with kingship or rulership and dominion. And so people just don't understand that word. They want to make it seem like it's talking about the heavens of heavens every time, but it's not. And so those are the main precepts I want to bring out about this heaven. Dominion. Dominion, highness, ruler, kingship, the heavens of heavens. Thinking about this, Revelations 20, Revelations 21. It's another thing. It says in verse 1, Revelation 21 and 1, it says, and I saw a new heavens and a new earth. The first heaven and the first earth were passed away, and there was no more sea. So heaven cannot pass away. That's just ridiculous. And a new heaven is not going to come up on the scene from where? You see, who's going to bring this new heaven? And who's going to make the other heaven disappear? It's not going to happen. Same thing with the earth. The earth stands forever. Like in Ecclesiastes say, the earth abide forever. So that's not going to pass away. It's talking about the kingdom on the earth, the rulership of the earth, and the people. That's what it's talking about. And the rulership is going to be the Israelites. They're going to get the kingdom. They're going to get the heaven. That's why when it talks about dominion in Genesis 27 and 40, when it came to Esau, because Esau was going to have the dominion, the rulership, the heaven, the dew of heaven. Same thing with Jacob, he was going to get the dew of heaven, the rulership. It was not talking about uh, God's dwelling was going to be done away with. He going to get a new one. No. And so that's the main, those are the main verses that really give you the understanding of heaven. And it don't always mean with God dwelling of God, like the so-called Christianity people push about everything and everybody going to heaven. It's not gonna happen, because it talks about the bride coming down from heaven. It's in verse 2. It say New Jerusalem coming down from God out of heaven. Why would New Jerusalem come out of heaven? What's the purpose of coming out of heaven? If everybody gonna die and go to this heaven up in the dwelling where God dwells at, why would he come down? Then it say God, it said that the voice came out of heaven. Why is the voice coming out of heaven? And who is he talking to? If he coming out of heaven, coming to the earth, this voice, why would the voice do that? And it says the house, the tabernacle of God is with men, and he will dwell with them. Why does God, his voice coming out of heaven, dwelling with men if men is already in heaven? Don't make no sense. See, but I'm going to leave it there. All praise to Yahweh, by Hashem Yahushua, by Hashem Kakadash. Double honor to the elders, pushing the truth, peace of the elect worldwide, the blacks, Hispanics, Native Americans, descendants of slaves, scattered around the globe. Our kingdom is at hand. Shalom.